Hello and welcome back to Geran Reaver versus Baldur's Gate 3. For some reason pressing this button caused everything to become outlined. That's interesting, I didn't know that was a thing. Sorry, I just loaded in and it loaded in at this angle, which is a bit weird. Hi! Hi Eve, how's it going? Lae'zel's here too. Yeah, so last episode was the big episode 150. This is going to be a very long series apparently. So I hope you're cool with that. But I had... It's gone. I did have an exclamation mark over my head. See if it reappears when I leave camp. It does. Okie dokie. Back to camp. So this is a mod added thing, and it's when there is a night event. So I am uncertain if I'm supposed to leave or sleep. I cannot for the life of me remember whether I needed to leave or sleep to go into Act 2. I think I sleep. Because then it does like the... Last time it did like the big party with the Tieflings. And then I could just sort of move on after that, I think. So I'm going to sleep and we're going to find out. Okay, I was concentrating on detect thoughts, apparently. Good to know. Let's see, Withers is chilling up here with Arabella, and Jaheira, which is odd, is Halsin. Why is there still an empty tent? Halsin? Oh, she's got a thing. I think that's Halsin's. Although I don't see him here.
If you have business to conclude before we march, have it done. The road to Baldur's Gate is long, and the city needs us.
I rather like her casual attire. What's up here? It's a weird flight of stairs up here. Is this where the magic mirror is? It is. Weird. What's in here? Also, what's this button? Nope, that's escape. This button. Oh, it highlights people. Okay. So I can see where people are through the walls. Where the fuck is Halsin? Why is he not here? Did I need to tell him to join me? Shouldn't he be here if we're camping for the night? Hang on.
I swear, I can already feel a change in the air. Like the curse itself knows its time is short.
Okay, you giant nubbin. Join me.
There is no room for me, I'm afraid. Perhaps dismiss another, then I can join you.
Alright, meet me at camp. No, screw it, I'm not going to chance it. I don't want to have to reload again.
I swear.
Join me.
Your ranks are full.
Take Shadowheart's place.
If you insist. Don't have all the fun without me.
I'm just escorting him back.
At your side.
Because apparently he's too stupid to not follow me to the camp. Anyway, he leveled up.
What comes next?
Druid level 10. Cool. Improved Wild Strike. 2 additional attack. 2 additional attack. Attacks. Whatever. Also, it specifies it's an unarmed strike. Interesting. Cantrip. Dilophosaurus. Okay. Corrosive Spit, apparently. That's all Dilophosaurus has had. Air Myrmidon. Earth Myrmidon, Fire Myrmidon, and Water Myrmidon. I have heard of Myrmidons in the form of Greek mythology, but I'm not entirely certain what a Myrmidon is in D&D context. Druidcraft create harmless sensory effects that grant you advantage on intimidation, or instantly snuff out a light or fire. Okay. I mean, admittedly, Druidcraft, what are they? Druidcraft, Thaumaturgy, and Prestidigitation are 3 spells that are entirely creativity-based. Like, you have to actually think outside of a tiny little box that it puts you in order to use them, which I can understand why it would be hard for the game to recreate. I'm going to go with Guidance, because occasionally he takes Shadowheart's place, so yeah, Guidance. Oh, I didn't do anything else with him. Was I supposed to? Oh well. Okay. Question is the bugger here now? Oh, he is! For God's sake. Seriously, I needed to go and say, hey, come back to camp with me. I don't really want to camp here, but yeah. This is a much nicer place to camp rather than in that, like, cracking ruin, so let's I'm going to say one more time. One more time with feeling. Is he here? He is. Good.
To Baldur's Gate. Voss will be waiting in this Sharess's caress.
Indeed. Bet you're happy we got to kill some mind flayers. I know how much you love killing mind flayers. With your mind flayer trophy. Not at all fucking creepy and weird. Oh. And your mind flayer thing that looks like it's made of wood, actually. That's quite nice carving work. Don't know why you shot it in the back of the head, though. Surely that violates the warrior's honor code or something. Who knows?
The shadows are lifted. Finally, we can breathe free.
Quite. Would he just not have come with me? Would he just have fucking stayed there forever if I hadn't specifically told him for the 50th bloody time, hey, join me? Oh, what, you want me to join you? Yes, Halcyon, for God's sake. Alright, no one has anything else to say. So this had better bloody be for Shadowheart. I swear, if you're going to tell me we're going to need a tent for what we're doing...
What do you know about me?
Good.
You spoke of my past. Being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one.
She told me.
But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl.
Don't talk down
Your
to her.
goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others.
Oh,
Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
interesting.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed.
Oh, yeah. Open your mind to that sensation or close it. This is for her alone. No, she wants me there. I'll open my mind.
Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
Taking elsewhere. Bring to where you are. Take to where you go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
Remember that it is a common right amongst Aluna's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home.
Fucking what?
Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
That was your
You
father.
already know.
Obviously.
Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still.
What?
And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
I understand that because Shadowheart was so fond of me, Aelin didn't need to actually do anything to save herself. And how she fucking knew that, sorry, I'm getting really irate very quickly. This is an aspect of the end that peeves me. Why did she not say this earlier? I mean, it's a massive... it's a brilliant twist to have it not actually be a wolf in that was chasing her through the woods, and it was her father coming to find her. I love that. That is brilliant. I didn't see it coming, and it sort of turns her fear of wolves on its head. I thought they'd arranged it, but this is worse. This is better in that it's worse. You know what I mean? Second thing, why the hell does Selûnite followers go, yeah, how should we show that Selûne loves her followers? Can send children into the forest. Why not? Just find your way home by the light of the moon. Insanity. But yeah, would Aelin have revealed this in the Shadowfell? Like, this is a time when I want you to actually sort of give me a spoiler. I'm asking specifically for this. Because it's going to affect my opinion of the game a little bit. Would Aelin have shared this in the Shadowfell if we'd not been able to convince Shadowheart? So don't tell me sort of more than that answer, but I'd like that answered in the comments, please. I'll help. Perhaps this isn't a good idea. We've got other concerns. Do you mean you're a Selûnite? Also, the other thing is, how is he alive? That man that was lying on the ground surrounded by Shah followers who stabbed him off screen. How is he alive? Does this mean you're a Selûnite?
I don't know.
I mean, not...
Your parents both followed the Moon Maiden. I could sense their faith,
Of course you
even in
could.
a brief glimpse of the past.
Shut up.
It is a tragedy that the Moon Maiden's right was perverted by Shah. Your future was stolen from you.
I mean, religion is something you choose. You know, it is chosen by what you believe and what you choose to follow for adults. So, you know, it's Shadowheart's choice whether she prefers to stay with Shah or whether she prefers to go back to Selûne. She's very much been a pawn in both of these games, and Aelin is still treating her like a pawn. Other thing is, I think Selûne and Shah are both shit. Like, Shah's like, oh, there is no such thing as love. Because love doesn't exist, we're going to have to steal people. And then Selûne is like, how do we protect the most important people in our community? Send them into the woods alone, where there are Shah followers who could abduct them. Genius! So, yeah, they're both terrible. Follow Pelor. I mean, then again, Pelor did screw over Ayla. All D&D gods are terrible, basically, is the point I'm getting at here. I'll help.
Your parents are with your abductors.
Why?
You will need to return to their lair. But be warned.
Why would they do that?
You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
Why would they keep her parents alive? It's like, we stole this one child. Let's keep her parents alive. Taking resources and time and effort and risk and the chance that she'll, find out and turn against us. Why not just kill them? Leave them in the forest and no one would ever find out. The Spear of Night, I thought that was cast into the Shadowfell. Careful, isn't that supposed to be able to kill you? Or observe silently. Yeah, I'm going to be silent.
The spear? How do you have it? I threw it into the Shadowfell.
Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough.
That doesn't answer the
I
question.
felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid.
Seriously?
You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
I thought they weren't dead. Why was it a sacrifice? But that whole, here Here is a spear that I picked up off the ground. Now my life debt is paid. But no, I get that she's probably referring more to, like, sharing the story of Shadowheart. But, again, that doesn't really seem to match a life debt. You saved me from 100 years of torture. Here is some information. Now we're even. Hands up, we're clear. My debt is settled. Now where's that tent? I don't like Aelin. Oh, God.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Of course. Let's talk about what happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
What's on your mind? Seriously? What are your thoughts? Anything? No? Okay. Tell me about the spear. Moonlight glaive. Wow, a glaive is even worse. It is. It's turned from a spear, which she could use with her build, to a glaive, which she cannot. Wonderful. I mean, it's also like a weaker version of a gift from Dame Aelin and her radiant goddess. This weapon's contours hold a silver-white beauty akin to the nightly lantern that climbs the firmament each evening. Right, time to get rid of some Shah stuff. Well, she doesn't want her cosplay anymore, so send that to camp. She doesn't want the cracked Shah or the Dark Justician mask. She'll keep the amulet. She doesn't want any of these books. She doesn't want the Idol of Shah, but she's going to keep the Idol of Selûne. Final Sacrifice of the Moon... Oh, no, apparently that's gone somewhere now. Where did that go? I double-clicked and it's gone. Oh, yeah, I've still got this Slave Mind. Didn't I get another one as well? Dark Mind, was it? Yeah, I think it was Dark Mind. See if I can take these back before we move on. I'll have to do it tomorrow, but still. I've got a great many of these Mind Flayer Parasite specimens. It's sort of a shame that I've decided mostly not to use the telepathic powers. I mean, now that we know what we're dealing with, I'm a little more open to it, weirdly. Like, now we know it's sort of an elder brain, it's not a god, you know, it's fallible. You know, if it can bleed, I can kill it type deal, but, yeah. I've got the A+I and a stained letter, which Thingy wrote for Isabel in my inventory. I'm going to try speaking to her again, seeing if it does anything.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest.
Nope, apparently not. Well, I tried. Sleeping. I sort of thought this would be the end of the chapter, act, whatever, but apparently not. Oh. Aelin is over here for some reason, though. That's weird.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder.
You see, she and I are very much on the same wavelength, aren't we? It's just, I tend to be overall a bit more forthcoming with my sort of opinions, whereas Karlach is sort of a lot slower to reach that boil, and then she boils a lot hotter, you know?
So, it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city.
Yeah, that would be his take, wouldn't it?
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
There really is a massive, like, subplot running through this game of, wow, the gods are pretty shit, aren't they? Like, with her, with Gale and Mistra, who is clearly, like, not a good relationship.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
I don't believe that you knew that. That just feels like, yeah, I think I've always known this. No, you haven't. It completely blindsided you. Dare I suggest Shah may have had her reasons. You've been forced to live a lie. At least now the truth is revealing itself. You have a lot on your mind, but we have to stay focused. You've been forced to live a lie. At least now the truth is starting to reveal itself.
Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes.
Well, we've killed an
But
immortal.
before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
Oh? Oh, do we have to kill Mother Superior or whatever her name was? What's that? Do whatever you need to, should I be concerned? And what's that?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Okay. Sure, I thought... Alright.
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
Mm-hmm. Very healthy.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that, Will? I find it interesting that neither Halsin nor Jaheira has anything unique to say about Shadowheart. Alright, let's do some level ups. Wizard level 10, cantrip and 2 new spells. New level 5 spell slot, empowered evocation. You can now add your intelligence modifier to any damage rolls with evocation. Does he not already? Or is that like in addition to the spell attack? I'm going to go with Mind Sliver because that could be some cool combos. Oh, hang on, how does this work? Evocation spells, so I should go for an evocation cantrip. But I suppose, can I see what he already has? I can't, can I? I'll go with Thunderclap instead because it's evocation. Ooh, Seeming. That seems pretty cool. Disguise up to 4 members of your party. Vitriolic Sphere. 4d10... Sorry. 10d4 damage plus 5d4 on the next turn. That sounds fun. Cool, let's scale. Lae'zel, level 10 fighter. Improve combat superiority, a d10, 2 passives. Oh, maneuvers, of course. So I've already got evasive footwork, fainting attack to deal additional damage. Oh, to gain advantage and gain additional damage. They get disadvantage and additional damage. Add it to a roll or counter. I think I will go with menacing, deal additional damage and possibly frighten, and sweeping. Superiority dice damage against multiple people. And now the big one. Jaheira. So Circle of the Land is her default. Circle of the Land is Druidic Magic. So Halsin is the moon. I was thinking of making her Circle of the Land, but I don't need another spellcaster really. Maybe if I build her as a tanky spellcaster, but then again, a lot of druidic spells are concentration. I was thinking of going spores. It really doesn't fit her, does it? Yeah, she is a land. I'll go with Thunderclap. Ah, Longstrider. So that was the one instead of Expeditious Retreat that people recommended I cast on everyone at the beginning of the day, so I might give it a go. Can't remember if she gets rituals. But her subclass is she gets Wild Shape, various Wild Shape things, and Natural Recovery. Replenish spell slots while out of combat. I've always felt the Land and Moon Druid sort of reversed. Like, I think of Moon as sort of mystical spells, and Land as sort of, the animals that roam on the land. But it's the other way around. It's weird. Level 3. Additional slots, level 2 spells. Gained a passive. Gained 2 spells that are always prepared, and I choose... I'm just choosing the spells. I'm going to go with Blur and Silence, because I'm hoping to make her kind of tanky, and Blur... Hang on, does Blur... Blur is a concentration, never mind. Still, Silence could be useful. Level 4! Oh yeah, feats and stuff. New spell, new cantrip, guidance, because that's useful, and the feat. I have no idea. I think I'll go with Observant to get her wisdom up to 18 and just really lean into perception investigation for her. I think that'll work. Level 5. New spell slot and Wild Strike. A new Circle of the Land thing, and level 3 spells. So Circle of the Land is 2 more spells. I'm going to go with Sleet Storm and Call Lightning because she used those before and those were fun. Level 6. Level 3 spell slot. Land Stride, you become an expert at moving through wilderness. Difficult terrain no longer slows you down. Panther and Owlbear. I'll deal with the spells later. Druid 7. Circle of the Land again. Blight and Grasping Vine. I think I'm going to lean into her being sort of almost more traditionally druidic compared to Halsin, who I'm building as a winter druid. New feat. I think I'm just going to go with a boring one to buff Wisdom up to 20, as she uses her spells, so it's very important for her. Level 9! Circle of the Land again. Didn't realise she got so bloody many of these. Greater Restoration and Insect Plague sounds fun. And level 10. The reason I'm sort of blitzing through these is because as I've said a couple of times, I don't really know druids. I've never played one. I've wanted to for a while, but I just haven't had the chance. So I'm just trying things out, really. Level 5 slot, improved thingy, new cantrip. I can't really imagine when it'd be useful, but it always feels weird building a druid who can't do druid craft, you know? Even if it is a pointless thing, I kind of think druids should get it for free, but whatever. There we go. Now, Jaheira, let's go shopping. So you're currently wielding a Sylvan Scimitar instead of Dexterity modifier. Oh, bloody hell. Wow. Use your spell attack modifier for attack rolls. That is incredible. And a Scimitar +1. Wow. That is fancy. Oh my god. Jaheira's underwear embroidered with little ducks. I cannot imagine Jaheira going into a shop, you know, one of her few trips into the city because she's a druid, and she's like, I really like the one with the little ducks on it. They make me feel pretty. Jaheira's respectable clothes. Though humble in appearance, these clothes bear little hints at Jaheira's fashionability. Minimalism offset by the subtle hues shining brighter at night and softening in sunbeams. Interesting. Also, those are not boots, those are sandals. Light armor, medium armor, and shields. Clubs, daggers, javelins, maces, quarterstaffs, sickles, and spears. Glaives, halberds, pikes, and scimitars. Okay. Well, I like her with the dual-wield weapon, but it's going to be a backup because she's going to lean into the spells. And currently she's wearing ordinary leather armor, which is very stylish, by the way. Leather gloves, and Jaheira's boots. I notice she is not proficient with any ranged weapons apart from javelins. Okay. I mean, yeah, technically daggers and spears can be thrown, but who on earth picks daggers and spears and throws them? Seriously. Okay, I guess she's just going to have her spells for ranged. Wow, none of the weapons even come close. Like, there is nothing here that even comes close to 7 to 12 damage. Okay, I guess she's sticking with the scimitar she came with. The armor that gives her the best AC is actually the Dark Justicia half-plate, and I don't think for the life of her she would ever wear it. Whoops, sorry. Always replace it. Sorry, I forgot. The Yonti scale mail I got her fits pretty well though, so I shall use that. I'll go with the Browbeaten Circlet to give +1 spell save DC while threatened. I don't know if that'll help, but maybe it will. I've just realised maybe I should be leaning into Arcane Synergy for her. Because she's got the scimitars, so maybe like the idea is to like call down a area of effect concentration spell and then get stuck in with the scimitars. That could be a cool build. In which case, when you inflict a condition, gain Arcane Synergy for 2 rounds is a better fit. Alright, I'm going to try it. I don't know if it'll work. Ring of Elemental Infusion. When you deal acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage with a spell or cantrip, you deal an additional 1d4 of that on your weapon attacks. That's also a good fit for this build. But then again, So Strange Conduit. When concentrating on a spell, deal 1 to 4 psychic damage. No, okay, I'll go with these two and I'll see how that works. And because I have some ice spells, I'm going to go with the Hoarfrost Boots. When the wearer deals damage with a ranged spell attack... I don't think that is actually going to be effective here, because I think a lot of her stuff is like AoE. So instead I'll go with Amulet of the Harpers, which is quite fitting. Oh yeah, and I got her the Gloves of the Balanced Hands. Make a weapon attack with your offhand. Add your ability modifier. Nice. That is pretty well kitted out, I think. Oh. Sorry. The glaive wasn't the thing. It was Seluna's Spear of Night. You gain advantage on wisdom, saving throws, and perception checks. Weapon +3, moon mote. What's moon mote? Illuminate the area around you with wisps of moonish light. Wow, that is actually impressive. How does that compare with the mace, I wonder? Because they're both, I believe spears are versatile, so she can use it with a shield.
Need to find a way.
Where the hell did I get that moon glaive then? It is better. Wow, okay. It's got a higher damage, at least. Once per long rest, regain hit points. Fiends and undead might be blinded. And it's got Sunbeam. Or advantage on wisdom, saving throws, and perception checks. See in the dark, weapon +3. Moonbeam and Moon Mote. One of the goddess Seluna's titles, Moon Maiden, has often been debated among the ecclesiastical. Common symbology certainly rejects the assumption of virginity. More to the point, Maiden itself carries some dusty connotations. How about Lunar Lady? Keep the alliteration too. Okay, that was a weird thing to read, but alright. Okay then, sure. By all means, wield that instead of the Weapon of Palor that I gave you. Can anyone else use this? I really want someone to use this. And I'm not sure I trust Lae'zel with it. No, it's considerably lower damage than what she's already got for Karlach. So I guess I'll try Lae'zel. I'll try Jaheira first. I'm going to try everyone.
Is that blood?
I want someone to wield this weapon.
I would not linger in this land over long. But whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
I need to dye your clothes. I mean, hello. It is the same as her scimitar +1. Mace, is that something you are proficient with? I believe it is, because it's a simple weapon. It is. Okay. So, unless someone else can use it better, it'll be her backup weapon. Will, what's going on, buddy? I know we've had our differences, but why the fuck are you invisible? Oh, okay. She's not invisible, but then again, she's also wearing... No, it's the armor that's not loading. I was about to say she's wearing armor. Okay. Halsin? Okay. Cool. Keep it up, buddies. A mostly green look with some yellow, just because I think she has sort of a slightly autumny vibe about her. Oh wow, the Blood of Palor is actually noticeably better for her. Better base damage, will reduce her armor class by 1. It's better to have a higher minimum damage. And Lae'zel has earned enough trust, I think. Like, I was on the fence about it, but oh, how does this weapon compare? Oh, bloody hell, that's 8 to 20. Yeah, no, that one is considerably better. So let's go with that one. Also, what rings do you have? Can't be electrocuted. Can't be blinded. Because I do have that ring that's like, when you deal psychic damage, this thing happens. Oh no, they're gloves, sorry. When you deal psychic damage, inflict mental fatigue, which is like reverberation, which is, it accumulates and then has an effect. So no, I don't think that's a good match for her. She's got the Underdog's Bravery, which is much better for her, as she tends to get clustered. Okay, yeah, they're both fine then. So reduce her AC by 1. Doesn't appear to change that number, but it... Oh, why is that reduced? When it's not equipped, it says 8 to 20. When it is equipped, it says 8 to 18. I mean, it's still higher. I feel like these numbers aren't accurate. Because, like, total damage is 1d8 plus 6. So minimum, 7 damage. Plus 5 for strength. 12 damage, 1 for enchantment. 13 damage is the minimum for the attack, and yet it still says 8. I don't think that takes into account strength, you know. That's weird. I feel like it should. And then there's the 1d4. I don't know. The numbers in this don't work often. So I'm just going to have to assume that that's accurate enough. And this armor is of no use to her because she has the adamantine. So this has high. Actually, this has higher. Also has the all incoming damage reduced. And it's just reeling. No criticals. Does she have anything else? Yeah, she's got the helmet, which also blocks criticals. Maybe it is worth swapping that. Lets out a bone-chilling howl that numbs all nearby creatures. Okay. Wow, I didn't think I'd be swapping out the adamantine. I'm not sure how she feels about wearing it, but she looks pretty damn fearsome. Let's recolor it. So the mace has a higher minimum damage but a lower maximum damage. But it is, yeah, I think I'll still keep that and send that to someone else. There. I think that looks pretty damn good. Also just noticed like the inside of this shield has sort of a red cross on it. Interesting. Nope, that doesn't improve it much. So I guess it is going to Jaheira because somebody is going to be wielding this legendary god weapon. You know, recently I was talking in the comments with someone about sort of how long this series has lasted, and they estimated it had been like 80 hours of gameplay unedited, and I revealed that actually it was close to 120. It's because of this. It's because of stuff like this where I'll spend, an hour or so? No, maybe not that much. Half an hour to 45 minutes running back and forth, dyeing clothes, flapping about with getting party members equipped properly and stuff like that. So, you know, it's not all... Oh, damn, you can't wield it because it's not a fucking light weapon, all that faff for nothing. Oh, that's annoying. I guess no one's using the Blood of Pelor. After all of that.
Alright, what now?
I don't know what now. I think we're done. I quit. No one's going to use the Light of Pelor, I'm done. No, I'm kidding.
Last light in. Hearth aglow and lanterns lit. Just like 100 years ago.
I imagine the vista was more idyllic back then. As were its patrons' chances of surviving the walk home.
I really wish you wouldn't do that.
Still, though, when you were expecting nothing but desolation, even a small glimmer of hope fills the heart.
Apparently he's got a night event now. I just fucking slept, Gale. Why could you not do something then? Oh, for God's sake. Good thing time doesn't matter, doesn't it? I mean, rather true to a D&D campaign. Adventuring in this is like, maybe 6 or 7 parts adventuring and 3 or 4 parts faffing about for hours while companions get their shit together and you do some shopping. That's what this game is. There, sorry, you're here, who I'm here to see. I'm going to start making sure I bring all companions to a shop when I find one, so that I can compare items and stuff. And it would make things a lot easier if the game paid attention to who was selected. Stop showing me Eve's equipment. Sorry. Been faffing about with this for literally 2 hours now, and I want to move on. Oh! I actually have a reason to get the obsidian lace robe. Because it swaps cold resistance for fire resistance and an additional effect. Bloody expensive, but worth it, because I've been wanting this robe since I bloody first saw it. And that is why I make sure I bring everyone here. He's got the Speak with Dead amulet. I think I'm going to give him the elemental augmentation thing instead, and just give the amulet back to Eve, and then I can put it on and cast it if I need to cast it. So how does the new robe look? I'm guessing it's going to look identical. It is not identical. Cool. Even though the image is identical. Completely different looking robe, but I'm going to recolor it. This is a weird robe for coloring. Like, this is green dye and it's mostly yellow and orange. Don't think he's going to be able to get his reliable, like, yellow and purple look in this one, I don't think. Yeah, that's the best I can do, but I don't think it's a bad look on him. Oh, I've just realised the exclamation mark over his head wasn't a night event. It's a night event if it's over Eve's head. If it's over his head, it's just a thing to talk to him about. I guess I didn't talk to him here?
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light.
Yeah. So, what? That was actually the heart of the Absolute. I was supposed to have brought him here, and him just charge in and blow himself up in front of the three of them, one of whom, at the time, was literally unkillable? What are you talking about? You seem in a good mood. I thought you'd be more subdued. We're not out of the Shadowcursed woods yet, Gale. Give him a chance. Yeah, give him a chance.
The Elder Brain. But, more importantly, the crown that it wore.
Oh, yeah.
Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it.
Could you?
Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. And I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
He's got a really good voice. Just want to point that out. Back up a little. Why is the crown so important? What do you suggest? So you're dropping the whole blowing yourself up. Yeah, I suppose that is true, that it doesn't matter about killing them. But then again, the brain was submerged. So unless he waited until when the brain rose out and then charged forward, and even then, the chance that he'd be able to get close enough before they murdered him horribly was minor. Back up a little. What do you suggest? So you're dropping the whole blowing yourself up. You think I'll just forget about that? I understand why he was considering it. As we've seen with a couple of the other party members, if their god is like, hey, you need to do this, and they're like, okay, sure, no questions. What do you suggest?
We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer's Sundries.
Ah.
I need to go there and learn all I can.
That was a magic shop in the original Baldur's Gate. Why would a Baldurian magic shop be the first place we look? So you just want to go shopping? Let's go to Baldur's Gate. Sounds like an excellent idea. No, Gale. Why would a Baldurian magic shop be the first place we look?
Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
It's really no surprise that he's this giddy. That he was seriously like, yeah, I have to die. Like, there is no other way. I have to die. Oh, I don't have to die? Oh, thank fuck for that. I didn't want to die, guys. Alright, I think that's everything I need to do. Now, I guess we walk to the road to Baldur's Gate, which is just over there. Huh. Okay. I was expecting a special camping thing, but maybe that'll come after I go through. I can't remember what triggered it last time, but I will do that next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this is enough for an episode, because I've been recording for 2 hours and I feel like I've done absolutely nothing apart from faffing about in menus. But thank you very much for watching. I'll be back with more Baldur's Gate 3 soon, and I will catch you later. Oh my god, that's terrifying, Eve. What are you doing? Why do they do that? Why do they always render the teeth? She has fangs. Why do they render the teeth like that? It happens in virtually every game with 3D models. Why do they always render the teeth? Even in ones where the mouths don't open, you know? It's the bizarre thing that 3D modelling does in games. If anyone can answer that, I'd love to know the answer. Anyway, bye-bye!